Hey everybody and welcome to my shop. This week I want to spend some time working on the big house on Lieselotte again. But before we can do that, I need to get my multicar back on track because last year it was very unreliable.
What's happening, Laura?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason the multicar doesn't go up hills anymore. We can only go downhill. It's leaking. Usually you can pump the gasoline. Oh, you hear that? All right, my suspicion is that it's something in the gas tank. I think the pipe that sucks up the diesel might be rotten, or the hose or whatever is in there. And that's why when the tank is half full, even though it's half full, whenever I drive up a steep hill, the car stops working. Instead of fixing the problem properly, I will just fuel it up and see if it works. Because I want to get to the house today, and I will deal with this some other time. Oh wait, the tank is full.
Oh!
Was?
Oops!
Hä, oder hat's da reingeregnet? I don't even remember filling it up. Or maybe it's water. Is it possible that something else?
I don't know.
Okay, so this is definitely not a problem we can solve today. Let's take the regular car. Damn it. All right, so we're finally at the last stages of tearing everything out. I'll show you upstairs. We took out all these stones because this is where the sink is gonna be. So I thought it's easier to rebuild this with plywood, attach everything to the plywood, do the installation here and then close the wall up instead of working around the stones. And then the other side, this is where the bathroom was. Remember this little tiny bathroom with the green carpet? The green carpet! Turns out it wasn't the biggest problem after all. We took out this wall as well because it was pretty damaged. All the old pipes ran through. Now, one weird thing that happened or that we noticed is here it feels like you're stepping down. So it's hard to show on camera, but whoa.
Okay.
Okay, this is, I didn't push it at all. You saw that, right?
Yeah. One more time. Go.
Oh God. It's a little more intense than I thought. Now I'm getting scared. That's not normal. It shouldn't be that way, right?
No.
Did I jinx it when I said we're in the last stages of tearing everything down? Was that the problem? Was that the mistake? Because I have a feeling every time I was like, we're almost done, something like this happens. Okay, what do we do?
Let's see. Let's take a look from the other side.
From
downstairs.
From the underside. I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Oof. Have we not noticed that before? It has been like that before because I remember when we took out the ceiling, I was thinking, oh, these boards are different.
Yeah, but so different.
What should we do? There's only one way to find out, and that is open up the floor. And I think we've come too far to ignore a severe problem like that. So let's just open it up. Okay, so this is where the bathtub was. So maybe it's another water damage situation. I think this is what we should open up first. am getting super worried because you can see that this is severe. This is severe. If you look at these beams here and at this gap, and with our professional measuring tool, I don't think it was like that.
No. Stütze?
Ja. Das kriegen wir schon hin, ey. Okay, so what I think this is how they constructed the whole house. No, but seriously, so this is top view. We have this wall, we have this wall. So there's this gap here. This is entry, this is staircase. So the rooms are not the size, it's just about what's happening here. Because on the first floor, this is how the walls are.
Oh yeah, okay.
This wall, this one, stands on nothing. First of all, we took down the old mini bathroom, the toilet. It was not a load-bearing wall because we could see that in the wooden beams there's no joinery. And in the other walls there is joinery. So traditionally this was a room that was added later. So we took it out thinking it's not load-bearing, we can take it. Second thing that happened, we put on a new roof. And I think that was probably a lot heavier. And then third thing, and this is what we're going to find out, is there water damage from the bathroom? And if the bathroom is built like everything else in this house, even before me, then we might have a problem. Okay, and another thing we need to do, we need to call an architect. We didn't want it, but we need help. We need to call an architect. Hi, störe ich dich gerade? Hier hat sich voll was abgesetzt. Und wir haben Angst, dass es einkracht. Okay, my friend Sarah, she's an architect. She actually has time to come by immediately, so she'll be here in a couple minutes. Until then, I think we should open the floor to see what's happening. Ich hab so Schiss, was da drunter ist irgendwie. Ups. Okay, look. I think we might run into some old friends here. See all the dust? Warte, ich muss verstecken.
Das guckt oben raus. Komm einfach hoch.
Okay, there's only one tool for the job. We built it last time. The claw grabber. Okay, my friend Sarah was here. She's an architect, so she came inside and just took a look at everything. Like, we know what's wrong, but we don't know why. So it's almost like going to the doctor. You tell them, I have a cough, and then the doctor will check for what's wrong. So that's what we did. We went into the cellar, we looked at all the beams, we looked at the roof, we looked at all the joinery that we could see. And she said that the worst case would be that this one long beam that goes all the way across, that the wood floor is resting on, that is rotten. So the worst case would be that the beam looks exactly like this, which is also something we discovered pretty late in the game, that some of the beams, they're just not joined anymore. It's completely rotten away, but it's only visible if you take away all the stuff that's surrounding it. So we gotta clean it out. The good side is we have another opportunity to look for treasure. Hopefully we find something. And other than damage. I only want to find good things. It looks better than I thought. I don't think we have to take out the ceiling everywhere. And also, from what I can see, this is okay. I don't think there's water damage. Wenigstens sehen. You can perfectly see what we wanted to see because we were worried that this one was not laying on that one anymore. And that would mean there's no stability, but this is completely where it should be. Nothing.
Sounds good.
It sounds great. Yeah. So that was the one that we worried about the most, because that's the beam that is sagging quite a bit. But it's fine, it's not from water damage. I mean, it's a lot of work and chaos again, but there's also this like dusty spider web stuff. I think now that we have this half open, we should take out the whole floor. The boards are not great. If you look at the floorboards, which was another reason why I bought the house. Oh my God, solid floorboards. I was so excited about the hardwood floors. Yes! Now that I've been working in it for a year, I'm not excited anymore. Couple reasons. One, they're pretty damaged. They have wormholes. And two, they're also not very substantial. They're pretty thin for a floorboard in a house like this that is shaky and vibrating anyways. And not groove and tenon, you can see it like all the dirt collects in the gaps. It's not very easy to clean. And the third reason is this paint, Oxenblut, it's like oil-based paint. It's a nightmare to sand off. So I think while we're at it, we should rip it out, make sure to clean out all the spider webs and the dust, put them back in temporarily, but eventually replace that with a different, more higher quality floor. And then we can also think about putting the heating system in the floor, which was not an option because I wanted to rescue the floorboards. So I think it's good. We're doing it right. Okay, so it's not the beam, and that's good news. The question is though, what caused this? And Sarah said that in a house like this, that is this old, every change you do to it will have an effect. And the fact that it was standing there with rotten walls, and then all of a sudden, somebody comes and takes out all the walls, replaces everything. It's all changes to the house. It's just an imbalance that this old house is not used to. So now it's trying to settle in to its new shape. Weather is different, moisture is different, weight distribution is different. That all has an effect, but it doesn't have to mean that that is a damage. It's just the difference. So the question is, how do we keep the new floor from sagging? Because the beam now is bent. There are two ways. We can try to push it up and have another beam or an upright underneath. So we even it out. Or, which is probably what I'm gonna do, we just even it out from the top, because this beam is now what it is and I don't want to force it back. It is where it wants to be and we can even it out from the top and the new floor will be straight if we do it right. We'll see. That's future problems. For now, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as my house is enjoying finding its new shape. And I will see you next week with a new video. Bye. This week's video is sponsored by Brilliant.org. Brilliant is a hands-on way to learn about math, science and computer science, and they have thousands of lessons and add new content every month. The thing is, it's not only a way to learn about math and all these things, it also makes you a better problem solver. So by taking the lessons every day, it really adds on to quite a bit. So the lesson today is nature is a puzzle. I love it. These 5 identical gears fit together and are allowed to rotate freely. If the yellow gear on the left rotates clockwise, what direction will the blue gear rotate? Counterclockwise. Submit. Oh, incorrect. Oh no, I clicked clockwise, but I said counterclockwise.
Yes, yes. It's on tape.
It's on tape, so it is correct. Hold on. Explanation, that's the cool thing. If you have it correct, in my case, you can hit explanation and still get the explanation. If you're incorrect, you will need the explanation. So that's a good thing. To try everything that Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days, go to brilliant.org/Laura Kampf or hit the link in the description. And the first 200 of you will get 20% off of Brilliant's premium annual subscription.